Now then, how's it going? I'm in Norway, the Lofoten Islands. I'm here for about 5 days in total. Got a bit of an itinerary. I'm pretty limited for time, so I'm just sticking to the south region, which I believe the whole region's called Moskenes. I'm pretty excited. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time. Can't quite believe I'm here. So stick around and let's see what happens. Have I died and gone to heaven? I might be going to heaven walking on this road at this rate with all these bloody cars. They don't slow down either. They don't slow down at all as they pass you, even when it's narrow. And the wind's trying to blow me into the middle of the road. Great start. I was just thinking to myself, a bit windier than forecast. So I just had a look at the Norwegian Met Office app, and they're issuing gale warnings. So it's only yellow, which is the least serious warning. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this is because I kind of had a place in mind where I wanted to camp, but I'll just suss it out. If it doesn't give me any shelter or cover from the wind. The beauty of it is, it doesn't get dark at all. So we haven't quite got midnight sun yet. That's in a couple of days. But yeah, it's light 24 hours, so I don't even have a lantern for the tent. Brought a head torch, you know, just in case I fall in a ditch or something. But yeah, beauty of it is you've got loads and loads of time to change and adapt if you need to. I think I can see where I'm aiming for. Don't know how to pronounce it. We'll have a go. It's spelled R-Y-T-E-N, so it's either Ryten or Ryten. Don't know what those mountains are behind me, but that's just spectacular here. No words. Wow. You walk around the corner and wow, wow, wow. Anyway, that one up there, Ryten. Not sure how high it is. I think it's less than 2,000 feet. I'm just trying to figure out where the path is. Somewhere over there. These gusts are absolutely insane. I mean, that's not actually too bad. Anyway, Ryten, just up to the right. There's a big, I'm going to call it a tarn, but it's obviously not called a tarn here. So I've just filled up my water. That was handy. I'll just show you the views as you come up on the other side. Be patient. Woo! I'm not planning to camp on a summit tonight, thank goodness. The plan is to drop down to like a cove. I think it's called Kjerkfjord Beach or something. So I'm hoping I get some protection there. Woo! Well, it's just mind-blowingly stunning. I just wish this wind had bugger off. Hard to film, and the drone would have been epic, but not a chance. Just double check the forecast, and windy, that's the one I mainly use. It's saying gale-force winds between 2 and 8 AM tomorrow, which was not predicted at all. Well, at least this morning, so that's come out of nowhere. Oh dear. I mean, I don't think I've got much option but to camp, to be honest, because I'm not sure how I would get back anywhere. So I'll definitely be dropping down low. Excuse the breathlessness. And then if I have to bail, at least I can bail from somewhere reasonably safe. I mean, I'm not even sure what gale force is. It's saying force 7. I'll have to Google that. It might be only 30 miles per hour for all I know. But like I said, I've never seen that on windy before. Oh dear. Take 3. Right, I'm not far from the top now, probably 10 minutes, so I'm just going to drop my bag here because I don't need to take it up there. Get up to the summit, check the views out, and probably not stick around too long because of this bleeding wind. So let's get up there. Well, I wish I could go right to the edge, but I don't fancy getting blown off this cliff. So that'll have to do. Well, I feel a lot less of a pussy now because I've just asked a local Norwegian if it's safe to go on the edge. She said she's done it before, but she wouldn't do it in this wind. So yeah, sensible. Not worth it, is it, for a bloody 5-second YouTube clip? Still not decided where I'm ending up. The plan was to drop down to the beach and camp somewhere down there, but I don't really fancy it. I might have a walk down just to have a look. But I saw a couple of spots on the way up that are sort of facing the mountains rather than out to what is presumably the sea, and I kind of prefer those views anyway. So I'll drop down, hopefully get the tent up. I'm going to get battered about, but so what. Right, so coming down from Ryten, I could see a red hut over here, so I thought I'll go and see if it's open. You never know. It wasn't, it's locked. But I had a bit of a scout round whilst I was here for potential pitches. Sorry, I'm knackered. The forecast for the wind is south-southeast, so that's north, and south-southeast behind me. So obviously if I drop over this side, I should get a bit of protection. And to be fair, I mean, you'll have heard the wind all day, not a breath here. Pretty magnificent view as well, which is a bonus. So I haven't decided exactly where. I saw sort of 2 or 3 from a distance, but I think I'm going to be grand. So I'll come back to you when I've found a spot and I've got the tent pitched up. So it's not completely flat, there's a bit of a dip in there, but because this tent, although it's a 1 person, you could fit 2 mats in. If I just put the mat to the back, it's actually quite flat. All the guys are in, this ground's quite soft. And then this one at the back here, couldn't really get it out, so I've just put an extra one on. Running all the way over to there. So I can't remember the name of that beach. Is it Fredvang or something? Up there is meant to be an amazing viewpoint, but I'll be giving that a miss this time. And then look at that, This here is a straight drop off. So if I'm getting up in the night to go to the toilet or anything, go that way. Well, according to the windy weather app, it's 40 miles per hour wind right now, but I can't feel a thing. So hopefully it doesn't change direction in the night, and I'm going to settle down and have a peaceful one. I'm all fed and watered, so now bit of red wine, chill out, and I'll come back to you in the morning, I think. It seems strange saying night when there isn't a night. I might show you what it looks like at midnight. As I said earlier, it's not midnight sun yet, but it just, yeah, it's just bright all the time. It's weird. Anyway, good night. Good morning. Good night's sleep last night. If it was as windy as forecast, I certainly didn't notice it. Got a few major gusts through the night, but intermittent, not too bad. And same with the rain. It's raining again now, been on and off, but not that heavy, just showers really. Leave no trace. Right, just back up here, and then it's all ascent. Sorry, descent. Couple of scrambly bits actually, which weren't too bad going up, but we'll see how they are going down. Should be fine. Well, let's get cracking. So I've just come up the other side, dropped down, and the wind is on straight away. So I think So I think my choice of pitch was amazing, because hardly got a breeze. Big pat on the back for me. .11:30 p.m. So I thought I'd come for a little wander around Reine. I came in today and it was absolutely rammed, just full of tour groups. Tons of them. So I quickly retreated to the Lofoten bed and breakfast. I've just been chilling out there all day. But this is the beauty of it never going dark. What a place. So yeah, I'll just have a little wander around. It's not big anyway. Probably take me 15 minutes. I'm getting the ferry from here tomorrow. Just doing a little ferry trip. So I might as well see where that is so I don't miss it tomorrow. See what else we can see. No tourists at least, except me. I don't think you'd be surprised to hear it stinks of fish here.
Walk southwest.
I mean, I'm assuming this is for real and not just for tourists. It must be. I mean, it's not hard to see why it's so popular. Quintessential Norway. Quintessential Lofoten. That's why I'm here. It's just so peaceful here. So if you like your stunning landscapes and peace and quiet, and you don't mind the smell of fish, then fill your boots. If this video seems a bit all over the place, by the way, it's because I am. I'm having to adapt due to A, the weather, and B, public transport. So yeah, that's fine, but just try to keep a bit of continuity in the video, so apologies if it does seem like it's all over. Today the weather's meant to be shocking again. Heavy rain all afternoon. But it might clear this evening, so I'm hoping to get out on a hike and a Wildcamp tonight somewhere, and that'll be further down Moskenes, above a lake, hopefully. You can tell I'm 50 next month, can't you? I believe this is the most southern part of Lofoten, the village of Oe. I don't think there's any paths or roads that can go any further than this. Looks pretty impregnable, although the Norwegians do have a way of tunnelling and bridging pretty much to anywhere. But yeah, I think this is the end of the line for this part anyway. This little flat bit here, do you know what it's about the size of? A Hilleberg Unna. Dry flat with this view. Not going to say where it is because I don't know if you're allowed to camp here, but according to Norwegian laws, I think you can, as long as you're 150 metres away from buildings, which I'd say I'm about 500 at least. Tempted. Far too early though, but ooh. I've always fancied a coastal camp, never had one. If there's a visitor centre, I'll ask if it's okay. Just look at this. Wow. Ah, it's understandable. At least I know anyway. To be fair, I came on a different path and it wasn't quite as obvious. Alright, I get it. God's sake. Better get credit card out. That was absolutely amazing. It cost about £35, which I don't think is too bad. Well worth it. Look at the state of this. Okay, so I decided I'm not wild camping tonight. I could hike an hour somewhere just up by a lake or above a lake, but I'm not wild camping just for the sake of it. No views, torrential rain. I'll just be sat in the tent all night, bored quite frankly. So, just managed to blag myself a hotel in the next town along here. It's called Sorvagen, I think. And it's quite handy because it's right next to the trailhead that I want to hike tomorrow. Do the hike and Wildcamp that I'd really set my heart on doing, coming to Lofoten. And the weather improves quite a lot. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than this. So, yeah, I mean, even if the weather forecast is wrong, it turns out like this again, I don't care, I'll just camp because I travel home the day after anyway, so if everything's soaking, big deal, I can deal with it. So, anyway, I'm just going to go get the bus to Sorvagen. Only takes about 5 minutes to get there. And go check out this hotel and get out of this rotten bloody weather. So apparently I'm the first guest of the season because I've only just opened up. It is technically still winter here. So I've got the whole place to myself. Let me show you. Yeah, I think this'll do. I think this tops keeping in a tent in the pissing wet rain, doesn't it? Money well spent. And then to top it all off, I only got a massive projector screen in my massive lounge. Hit the jackpot here. Not bad. Good morning. So I'm just leaving the Lofoten Planet Hotel where I stayed last night. Amazing place. £87 if I didn't mention it. £87 well spent. Amazing. And as I said yesterday, it's right next to the trail. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, the trailhead starts here for where I'm going today, which is Munkebu Hut and hopefully Munken the summit. So it's dry at the moment. It's meant to be a bit foggy or hazy up there, but should clear about 4. So my plan is to walk up to Munkebu Hut, find a place to camp, get the tent up reasonably early, have a chill out for a good sort of 2 or 3 hours, with the intention of going up a further 1,000 feet to the summit of Munken and hopefully getting some cracking views and midnight sun. So I think it's the first day today that you can see the midnight sun, but obviously it's weather dependent. Not sure how much snow there will be on Munken, if any, so that might be an issue as well. But I'll definitely make it to Munkebu Hut. I'm fairly confident of that. I'm not expecting too much difficulty for the first 1,500 feet. It's probably going to be very wet, boggy in places due to all the rain and the snow melt. And I believe there's a couple of sections that are quite steep on, fairly polished, slippy rock if it's wet. But I'm also led to believe that those sections have got like the chains that you can use to guide yourself up and down, which is super useful, isn't it? So let's hope that's the case. But yeah, I'm really confident that I'll make it to the hut in sort of 2 to 3 hours max, I reckon. So let's bash on. So I'm just at the foot of the big steep section where the chains are. Quite a lot of people coming down and on the backside, etc. Not actually as steep as I thought, but I'll show it respect. And these rocks, even though they're wet, they're actually quite grippy as well. So yeah, should be all right, especially going up. It'll be coming down tomorrow that'll be slightly more challenging. But it looks fine. Those second chains seemed a little bit unnecessary, to be honest. Excuse me. But you might as well use them anyway. Once you get over that second set of chains, you feel like you're right amongst it. And this is the kind of landscape that you always envisage when you think of Norway, and particularly the Lofoten. Waterfalls everywhere, jagged peaks. Wow. And how long have I been hiking? About an hour or so from Sorvagen. Massive fjord down there. Incredible. What a landscape. Just having a little bit of a chill out by this waterfall. If the walk continues like this, I mean, I'm happy enough already. It's amazing. So I'm just taking my time to enjoy it. Well, I think I can see my final destination now, Munkebu Hut. A lot more snow up here than I was expecting. Just wondering where I'm going to be able to put my tent, but I guess I'll figure that out when I get down there. Just carry on in this snow for a bit further. So, Munkebu Hut here. And next to it there's well, I guess what we'd call a tarn in the UK, excuse me, which is going to be my drinking water here, but I can't actually see where it where it begins, so I'll have to be really careful using that. I mean, alternatively, I can just melt snow, can't I? I've got a huge can of gas, so that's not going to be an issue. And there should be an outlet for this somewhere. Maybe I can find that. But I haven't got a clue where to pitch the tent because it's all covered in snow. Might actually have to go right back up there because I did find some places, not with these views, but let's have a little explore. Try not to fall in any frozen tarns. So I'm having a little bit of difficulty finding a pitch here. I've had a bit of a walk around that side and below. I can see some flat pitches down there, which might be all right if this cloud breaks, but at the moment it just looks really gloomy on that side, whereas on that side it's a bit of blue sky and sun. Oh, it's just coming out now. So I'll try wandering back up there, but it seems like the best option is going to be going back on myself up there, to be honest. Really difficult when you don't know the area and you can't see the ground. Obviously I've got a map, but still. Right, I'll have a little wander up that side, see if there's a little grassy shelf or something. Fingers crossed. Right, well I found a pitch, and it's a bit of a peach, so let me take you down and show you. Come on, come with me. How about that for a pitch? 100% the best pitch I have ever had. Different level, and the sun's actually coming out on that side as well, so after a pretty shitty weather most of the week, it's paid off. I've just checked the forecast. I can't get much of a signal, but intermittently I can. And there's very little wind and it should be quite a clear night. The pegs, I had problems getting them into the four corners, but it's fine. It's a freestanding tent. Just put some rocks on them, but the guy lines, actually fine. You can get them into the ground quite easily. So I've already decided I'm not going up Munkebu because this is just, frankly, bloody marvellous. And I don't want to leave here. I just want to sit here, drink a couple of beers and take all this in. It's unbelievable. Sorry if I'm getting a bit giddy, but unreal. Just doing a bit of admin, collecting some snow from here to boil. Although if I leave it over there in the sun, it might just melt anyway. And I've put a couple of beers in the fridge just to keep them nice and cool. Lofoten Pils. Very nice. To say I'm a happy man is a massive understatement. I'm going to struggle to sleep tonight because I just don't want to miss any of this. I'm just walking around. You know, I might be looking at kind of the same thing, but the same thing is bloody magnificent. And it's constantly changing with the sun. The sun is just moving across in a straight line. So obviously I miss it when it goes behind one of these peaks. You can see like the clag rolls in and out. It's coming up that side now. I'm hoping that at midnight, what time is it now? 10 o'clock? That the sun kind of moves around there into the middle. And then I'm going to get an excellent view of it, aren't I? Fingers crossed. I mean, I've been so lucky today that anything's possible. It's all going my way. Been speaking to 3 Belgian guys who came after me. They had the same problem, finding somewhere flat, that's not boggy, that you can actually see, that's not covered in snow. They've ended up putting their tents up on the platform at the hut. Not for me, that. I thought about it, but if you're going to do wild camping, you've got to do it for this, haven't you? Oh, I'm so blessed. So it is 12 o'clock, midnight sun, and it's come right in the gap that I was hoping it would do. Well, I think that's the last direct sunlight I'm going to get this evening. So the temperature's dropped quite a lot now. In the bag, got all the down stuff on. No wind though, so it's warm enough to keep the tent door open. So I'll just keep looking at this for a bit longer. But I'm going to sign off for the night, day, night, whatever. I'll come back to you in the morning. Night. Just watching a couple of hikers go down on the path below. I believe that's part of the Lofoten Long Trail, which actually finishes in Sorvagen, where I came from. So yeah, it's a multi-day trail, that. And I'm just watching the path, trying to see where it goes, because I know you've got to go around that way. So presumably along up there, across the snow, which looks a little bit sketchy. They don't look like they've got any special equipment for that sort of stuff. So just a tip, if you do plan on doing the Lofoten Long Trail, be prepared for snow, and it might be worth carrying some micro spikes, something like that. It's probably quite compact, this snow, it's probably been there ages. But yeah, if any of that's loose, long way down. Right, time to go and leave no trace, as always. Nothing at all. So I'm just going to go back the way I came. I don't think there is another way to get back there, unless I went all the way around and started doing the Lofoten Long Trail. I don't have time for that. So yeah, just back the way I came. Well, that appears to be the last of the snow section. Good. It becomes quite a tedious affair after a while. In fact, after not very long at all. Just spotted a trail down there going right to the head of the massive fjord. So instead of going straight back down, I'm going to detour to the right and check that out first. Right, well that's me signing off. Just a small matter of a 40-minute walk back into Moskenes to get the ferry. And then it's back to Buda and back to England. So, hope you enjoyed that. I thoroughly did. If you watched, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Ciao.